What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, QQQ, and the S&P 500. Lots to discuss and lots to go over in today's video. I have been getting a lot of people coming out of the woodworks, hitting me up, asking me questions about the stock market, asking if it is a good time to be buying, and also with cryptocurrency, is it a good time to be buying? And these are all very solid and reasonable, good questions. So I'm going to be explaining my plans, what I'm going to be doing moving forward with cryptocurrency and the stock market in today's video. So if any of that sounds interesting, definitely make sure to stay, subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash that like button if you haven't already. And I guess before we dive into it, I just want to briefly show you what we're going to be looking at. XRP slowly moving to the upside here, closing above major resistance yesterday. This could be the potential we need for the start of next week to see us run to the upside here. And aside from that, same thing goes with kind of Solana, as we are slowly starting to trend outside major resistance here. And also good chance that we could come back up and rebound the moving average, which looks very nice. We have stuff like Ethereum, which is extremely undervalued, almost needs to come back up to retest moving average. So all the cryptocurrencies look very, very, very lovely. They look like they have been consolidating, moving up, forming new fractals and new patterns. Now we're in this uptrend here, coming to retest moving average. And the goal is we break through on something like Bitcoin, which is very, very, very possible. QQQ in a downtrend here, bottoming off on the bottom support here. S&P 500 as well is at a low point here, and there's a very good chance that this could be the lowest point and we could head up. But I do want to talk about the tariffs with you guys and reference the tariffs that came out in 2018 that Trump had put on, and how that could have some correlation with possible drops that we could see in the markets recently. But with that being said, now let's get into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the the technical analysis, I do want to talk briefly about BYDFI super quick. BYDFI, for those that don't know, is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BYDFI has partnered with me to do a trading competition for you guys. It ends April 1st. So you have like 3 weeks left here, and they're giving away some free cryptocurrency to those who enter. And basically, if you've signed up with the link down in the description at any point in the past, you are already entered into here, and you can get weekly giveaways. So every week for the next 3 weeks, you can win $300 in free cryptocurrency by just your weekly ROI, which is super cool. There is trading volume rewards as well as ROI rankings, so whoever has the highest ROI can receive up to 500 USDT. More info will be down in the description below by clicking on that, so that's super cool. And we'll talk about BYDFI more later on in today's episode here, but you can see yesterday basically referencing that we are getting so close to pretty much completing this new indicator that we've been tracking here. You can see a lot of these cryptos have been forming, like Bitcoin, for example, this beautiful kind of descending fractal here, this kind of lower high, lower low pattern filling in the gap. And here we are now starting to form a new symmetrical triangle stuck between rock and a hard place, downtrend, moving average. We're filling this in, and at some point, hopefully, we can build up enough steam. Like you can see, the bulls are really pushing us up, just like we did here, kind of, but this is definitely more exaggerated. And hopefully, we can break through this ceiling, this resistance, and explode like we failed to do last time, which caused a dump. That's the ideal goal, but we'll see. We'll pay attention. This is a bull flag nonetheless, and these do typically break us to the upside. So we'll see if there's one last run in us this quarter to break through all-time highs. If not, expect to see correction here. But to go on to XRP, very similarly, XRP has a beautiful bull flag. We have a beautiful flag pull up, lower high, lower low pattern. You can see this formed symmetrical triangle, broke us down. Symmetrical triangle broke us down. Here we are with another one forming here. The good thing is we have come back down to retest moving average. This is a solid support. You can see the beautiful descending fractal that is forming within the bull flag here. And as of today, Friday, we are starting to trend outside of here. This is good news. We've come at a weird spot, 50 on the RSI. We're trading at around $2.57 for XRP. And what we're looking for is to stay where we are come Monday. The weekend usually doesn't count at this point since, since the correlation between the stock market and crypto for the most part here, they tend to kind of go dormant on the weekends. So with that being said, closure today is important. Hopefully we don't close back here where we've already retested earlier today. The ideal goal is to trade right where we are or higher today, which would infer that hopefully by, when is it? Monday, we can start the markets off with volume and swing up. Because if this happens here, this would be a beautiful bull flag formation, a very obvious indicator of a rally to the upside by any means. It would be a textbook bull flag breakout here, and we are starting to do it. This is now round number 2 for the possibilities of a break to the upside. We rebounded off support, and now for the first time in a long time, we have higher lows, and we have broken above resistance. Could we extend this? I've always wanted to try to incorporate this. It is possible. I mean, I could leave it here. It doesn't look all that likely, but it's certainly a possibility for XRP. I don't know for certain, because if we do something like this and we try to stretch it, then it could say we haven't broken through it just yet, and we are trying to. And if we do, we could cause a pump to the upside. Obviously, these trades are done on on BYDFI. Like I said, the number one cryptocurrency leveraging exchange. They have XRP. We've been tracking XRP. You can see it similarly here, this new fractal that we're trying to formulate here on XRP's charts on BYDFI. You can see there's some sort of uptrend going on, some sort of support. If I zoom in to like the 4-hour, you'll get a better look at the kind of uptick that you can see clearly is going on within XRP for right now. We can see if it's going on here. We've already drawn this. You could see, look, this is the beautiful uptrend. Ooh, not what I wanted to do. That is taking place. Here we go. Let's pull this back up. You can see just scaling this a hair lower now incorporates everything that's going on. We're obviously forming some sort of very nice uptrend higher low pattern that's also happening on BYDFI. So again, we're waiting because this is a good buying opportunity. Moving forward, if we reject this resistance here, we will dump and we will short it. If we close above, we will long it. We won't know until we see confirmation. We haven't necessarily have seen it just yet. So wait, we're getting very close again. Just like in the past, which caused a dump, this could do the same, but we need to see where the buy-in is. Because if, we need this weekend to really be clear as to which direction the markets want to head to. That'll tell us which direction to be buying into. Now, we do these trades on BYDFI because BYDFI also offers some free opportunities. Aside from the trading competition they have going on, they have a reward center, which gives you up to $8K in free bonus cryptocurrency, up to $8,100 and free cryptocurrency, bonus crypto, which means you can't withdraw it, but what you trade with the bonus crypto is completely free to withdraw, which is super cool. I've done it before. It works very well. But you can see here, 20, 50, 2, 5, 8. I mean, sky's the limit in regards to free bonus cryptocurrency. I know a lot of you guys have taken advantage of this, and it's still offered here. They even have daily rewards, exclusive rewards, and hot rewards that, update all the time. So make sure to check this out, like I said, down below. And they even have a demo account, which is my favorite. So basically, for those that are new or experienced that want to stay, sharp, you can use the demo trading account. Or let's say you've come over from a different exchange. I recommend you test out the exchange with a risk-free way prior to getting in. Learn how the exchange works. Learn how to do trailing stop losses and take profits, and also stop losses, market orders, limit orders, reduce onlys. Take advantage of all this using the $50K in demo money that is supplied to your account to learn how things function. And then when you're ready, you can click live trade and put it to the test. But only when you've, practiced does it make sense to then switch over to the live account here. But aside from that, I guess aside from XRP, which we're tracking here, kind of aside from Solana, but I guess we'll just continue from here. You can see Solana's also in this massive descending bull flag. I mean, this pattern is at some point, it is going to break. It's not going to keep up like this. And we're getting very close to that right now. So if we can, the ideal goal is we break and rally up to moving average. That's what we're looking for. Hopefully it happens, but it really is up for debate. But ideally, we're undervalued and we need to head back up to support before we see anything like crazy happen, but this would be enough. I mean, this little run here would be excellent for the market and definitely needed, and it's certainly possible. Same thing with Ethereum. Very likely possibility of moving up right like this. Bitcoin kind of in an interesting spot, but could come to retest. There's a lot of these resistance that need to be tested first before we see anything. As for QQQ in the stock market, I don't know if you guys remember, but many years ago when Trump was in office, he came out and put tariffs on China. It wasn't the first time. I'm going to go to the weekly charts to show you guys a reference here. Back in 2018, this dump happened. You can see here. Let me draw this better. You can see right here, this was 2018, September to December, and we fell a significant amount. We fell about 20%. Good buying opportunity. Well, what happened in 2018? So we can do Trump 2018. You could see it already populates tariffs here. In March 2018, he imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum from countries which, according to Morgan Stanley, covered 4.1% of U.S. imports. In June 2018, this extended to the European Union, Canada, and Mexico, caused stock drop. And you can see that's what caused the correction that took place. The trade war tariffs imposed by Trump caused the markets to fall here. Whether or not that is relevant to what is going on now is only something that I'm referencing. Steel productivity has plummeted since Trump's 2018 tariffs, you can see here. So it's very interesting to see how it's now relating to today. You can see how Trump tariffs differ from Trump 1.0. It's interesting. Look, so Trump's tariff increased during first term. That's what he did. And now it's saying Trump's tariffs, which are much higher now, which could, in a sense, cause a much larger drop to take place, because there is some sort of correlation here, which in my mind says, oh, with the markets right now, back in 2018, that caused this first drop here of 20%. If we then take a peek or gander at what's happening now, you could see not only are we much higher, but we are now starting to cause a correction. And from top, we've fallen about 6.5% since then. And there's a good chance if we pull up back in 2018, what did we do? We pulled down the moving average. We came down to here. We actually fell a little bit below it. That's possible now. And if that happens, 20%, keep in mind, this looks bigger, but it's not. 20% back then, which was much smaller since it was, a lower number. We fell from 29.20 to 23.70. 20% then, reference to now, would be 61 to 48. It's a much larger spread, but it is still a 20% drop. It is very possible we could see this take place. It is very possible. So you could start dollar cost averaging now. I have set up points of when I would short or when I would buy in, and we are practically at the first one here. You can see the first buy-in was drawn right here. Second is right here. Third is right here. And then, downwards. I don't think we'll go much lower than that. But because we're at it, this is a prime time to start entering markets because it is a good cash grab. To get the markets at 10% off is excellent. So we'll see, or 6%. We need to go a little bit lower, but we could see. It's very possible that this could happen or that this is it. So very interesting. Same thing with QQQ pretty much applies. This could be the bottom and we start to reverse up. Not what I wanted to do. Just like here where we hit the bottom and we reversed up, this could do the same thing. Or expect a dump. Who knows? We'll find out. But that is it for today's video. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.